So they're bringing in more trucks. They're trying to get this one emptied as fast, and then they'll bring another truck in. And then we go back for 3 more trucks. So we've got 6 trucks tonight. $300,000 or a little bit more. But for tonight, that's all we could find over in Poland. But the one part I wanted to say was there are a lot of people on the other side. We know that. But people are slowly moving through. I mean, we're talking like 1 car every 5 minutes going through all of these, through this area. Yeah, this is the line. People get to this line, they're almost to Poland. But, I mean, I can't go any further. Well, I can see tents over there, right? So now we're in, I'm in Ukraine. I mean, I guess officially right now I'm in Ukraine, but won't be staying here long. But right there, I'm out of Ukraine. Not to say I don't want to be. Now if you look very closely through the cars, there is a line of people walking through the cars right there, slowly going to Poland, and that's been going on for at least 4 days now, I understand. And I just don't know, how much longer it'll go. Those are our 5 or 6. We're going to find out now looking at the invoice. What do they call them? Field tents. So the field tents can be either for like 30 to 40 people, or if you had to set up a field hospital, or to give shelter. Purchase these tents, or actually I'm going to purchase them in a few minutes from this man, because, well, as you can see, there's snow on the ground, and it was snowing this morning, and well, like I said, it is cold. Because just have a look at the frost on the cars, and God only knows how long. See the people walking over there again. How long they've been standing outside? Well, the lady last night said it was 3 days. I don't think anybody got in line yesterday, or you know what I mean. I mean, these people, I don't know. Maybe are they up to 4 days now? I just don't know. But man, these guys are working hard. The Ukrainians have come over. To be honest, I thought we were unloading in between Poland and Ukraine, which is here. So I'm in Ukraine now. So we're actually unloading and loading in Ukraine, but we are going to be able to go back, my understanding, backwards, not through that line, but that line, and go get the other 3 trucks. Boy Scouts of Warsaw have donated a camp set. The camp set is for tents, cots, sleeping bags, camp kitchen, outdoor kitchens, enough for and food or provisions, enough to take care of 150 people for 2 weeks, self-supported. And let me tell you, people, the Boy Scouts of Warsaw are donating. Well, they're not donating it. We're buying it from them in the morning too. So the guy there that's talking, the young guy, is a friend of Yaroslav, my partner, and he's just describing how he didn't sleep for 3 days because he had a special friend with a permit and was bringing people across the border as fast as he could. At that point in time, the line was 30 kilometers long. He said that those boxes. Tonight, the boxes we've got there are going to Vinnytsia. That's specifically in need for surgeries for kids, because I know there's been bombing in Vinnytsia. Yeah, 200 pumps, all of the mattresses.
Yeah, and these mattresses.
200. That's 2,000 mattresses then.
Yeah.
Well, that keeps people off the snow.
Yeah.
And your 90 sleeping bags.
And 90 tych sleeping
And tonight people well, it sounds to me like 2,000 people can be not sleeping in the snow out in the villages. They're near the border. And by the way, it's freezing, and actually it's -3, and there's really nobody coming through from the Ukraine side. I've been here for 30 minutes right now, back on the other side, getting ready to go into no man's land when we found that the key wouldn't unlock, the back door won't unlock. And nobody went by in either direction. But people are telling me, no, there's still thousands of people back there, but there's just no throughput. And, one can only wonder why. maybe. I mean, I don't know who's doing the processing, why they're nervous, why they're slowing, but you just see all kinds of people on the other side here. These people that you see standing, I don't know, again, I'm not Mr. Filmographer, but the people you see standing are waiting for people to come from the other side. And then back about 2 or 3 kilometers in front of me, which is in Poland, there's lots and lots of cars parked along the side roads, side paths, that kind of thing. And I'm told that they're all the people, this is where it's kind of been organized now in the last few days. They are all waiting for people that are, you know, their relatives, they're back on the other side. People in front of me have all walked. If you can see out in the further out, they've been walking across the border, basically on my right. So I've come. We finished to my left. That was going into Ukraine. I had to turn around, come back. Now I'm going into Poland, but I'm waiting for my passport to come back and some other things. So even though they saw me just go the other direction, because it's not very, other than these cars slowly moving. I mean, the cars are not moving at all since I've been here. That's why we have behind us, it had been 30 kilometers. It's now about 15 kilometers of car lines. The people are a little bit more, shall we say, first of all, he's saying it's very peaceful now, and they're, there's a bit more order to it because they're staying further back in Ukraine and then being brought by bus, and they're just kind of circling by bus to be brought here. But yeah, you can see the blankets, etc. It is freezing. Describe is that in some of the earlier other video, you see this long line of red tents, and those were put up by the Poles. But I don't know. To me, you know what it looked like because of the blankets and the things around. Well, you think about it. It was a 30-kilometer line, 18 miles. So that's what? Running a 3/4 marathon. And you run the 3/4 marathon. What do you get at the end of a marathon? Oh, there's usually a tent. You go in and you get your tea and your coffee. I mean, thank you for putting up the tent, but boy, they needed to put 10 kilometers of tents up. Again, maybe people can see the border guards, the Polish border guards are bringing out trays of hot tea. You can just see the steam coming up. We are at Kościenko border, 10 o'clock on, what night is it? It's Monday night. Bringing, with our friends here, bringing us 7 more trucks. 7 more trucks. We think this guy's gonna crush us, but I think he's actually just fixing the road. I hope. It's like -3, and people are trying to stay warm. And so we're trying to bring them something to help. Well, I'm back to driving ice, but this time filled full of surgical equipment for field hospital work. Sterile gowns, scalpels, what do you call it, antiseptic stuff, pain relief medicines, yeah, things to help save lives across the border. And that is the border in front of us, going from Poland to Ukraine. I better put this down because I don't want, this isn't my truck. But I'm driving because I have a passport with me. Last night you didn't need passports, so the Polish drivers, they just asked, please don't break our truck. So I'll try not to. There's the border. I just went through the Polish border, Ukraine border in front of me, but we're going to turn to the left. That's one of our other trucks up there. Let me shift, I should shift the truck. Hey, second gear. Is Ukraine, this is like no man's land here. I'm always interested, where exactly is the border? But anyway, we're not going to go straight. I'm going to take a quick left up here and be in no man's land, and they're going to, hey, tax-free. Let's see if you look closely, things are tax-free. And then the Ukrainians are going to unload things. Then we're going to go back, get the second one. If you look really closely, those are our 2 trucks passing from one truck to the other. We're in, so this, I've just gone through into Ukraine, but kind of not really Ukraine. So you have Poland, pre-Poland, then Poland, then Ukraine, then pre-Ukraine. So you have, there's 3 gates that you go through before you get all the way into Ukraine. So we're still in no man's land. Everybody is working hard here. They're nervous about what's coming through. They said no to medicine. So it was Poland, the Polish person saying there cannot be any lekarstwa, but of course the Ukrainian man didn't care. But no, we don't have actual medicine, like the prescription type. Well, we're gonna leave here. So this is the 2 trips we're gonna make. Yeah, Willem, Victor, and I will each drive twice. We'll have the Ukrainians empty them, come back, get the other 3 Ukrainians empty them, we come back, and then we go home and sleep. Well, no, actually, I have to wait for some field tents that are coming. That's a separate story. I'll tell later. It's fine here, everyone. Don't let me scare you. It's cold, freaking cold. It's quiet, but there is some weird things happening. Even the drivers are saying it's not like the last 3 nights. So it could be related to the fact that the Russians are bombing the cities.